the textile trade. He is the leading expert in apparel textile product sourcing as business development. Welcome, Anil. Unfortunately, we don't have Harith and Kevin at the moment with us. So as they join, I'll introduce them. So to open the session, I'll like to ask a question to Anil. So Anil, you can unmute and then we can talk.
Yeah, good morning, Kishan. Yeah, please.
So Anil, as I understand, you are a startup brand which has come up big time in the last 3 years and have gained the turnover very, very fast. First of all, congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
And you've been appointed to set their sourcing strategy because they're looking at a much bigger business going forward. So what exactly are you looking at? And also you recently traveled across various regions in India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, wherever. So what do you think? What are we still missing? So these two questions to you to open the discussion for all of us.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, and let's start this discussion. So, as Kishan mentioned, I have a little bit small experience into industry, developing diversified product, worked with a few companies across industry, and having that experience, this company Bliss Club, which is a tech-based startup out of Bangalore, the idea behind their brand is that to solve the problem for a category. Specifically, right now they are focusing on the women's wear, activewear, athleisure product line, and they're trying to solve this the problem, day-to-day problem, irrespective of activity in terms of low, medium, high impact activity. They wanted to develop clothes and products for their day-to-day things, not specifically for gym wear or any track and field activity. So it is like the idea is well placed. There was a big white space into this category in India. There was no hardcore or dedicated focused brand for catering women's. So that white space, I think the company has established themselves very well. And when I joined the company, I took that vision from the leadership, and the same way I have tried to invest my expertise, my work experience, and also from industry experts like Kishan and other supporting team members. Uh, we are building a product on very depth basis. We are not building product on a fashion line like any other fashion retailer. We we invest a lot of time, money, efforts to develop a product, and then only we launch the product. That's why our product line is very limited and focused. Also, the company growth has gone to a very commendable uh, commendable place, which I would say that is the reason of their vision and their efforts toward product and solving the day-to-day problem of a women. Uh, I got opportunity to build this supply chain for them from Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, China. They were already doing some of the products from some of these production countries, but they were lacking to add on more expertise. So I got connected to right people, right resources, uh, and I'm trying to add more and more resources for company. Apart from this, I tried developing few products in India itself. And past also I tried while my last companies, I tried building some resources from India itself, but always I felt there is a lack of resources, expertise, and then also a focus. Uh, in India, we don't push our limits to close a project from beginning to end. In between, that whole essence got lost in all. Even I felt it. Sometimes I started developing, like 10 years back, I started developing active fabrics in India. I couldn't do it in Ludhiana, either Surat or any other region. I couldn't do it and I failed it. So I also lost that interest. But whenever I try to approach Taiwan factories, Thailand, Turkey, and even China, I was always like somewhere like I could deliver my product. So that traveling experience also gave me opportunity to learn and how to place that ideas in India. I tried. I'm currently also doing some of the fabric development, material developments in India, but the expertise are limited, and also the resources are not flexible. I would say that flexibility is not there. Recently, I got an opportunity to travel Sri Lanka for this lingerie, innerwear, and activewear business, where most of the premium retailer does their productions and sourcing. And I felt that that small country has evolved their system, their expertise, their supply chain so well, and they are far ahead to invest time, money, and efforts. Their manpower is trained to do that product. Also, uh, they are collaborating with one of the best mills across global. Uh, I think I don't need to name few, but yes, they are very much collaborative in adopting new technologies, new processes, and they are not shy away from bringing the best from globe to their country. There is a small 8 billion US dollar export comes from Sri Lanka. Only 4 or 5 major players are capitalizing that particular business, and that business they are continuously, despite of tough time in their country, they are still evolving their processes. They are still adopting the new challenges, and they are investing heavily. There are 3 mills upcoming in Sri Lanka. I'm like a it is a just recent trip, so there's too much things in my mind. From I'm carrying a lot of inputs from there, so that's why I'm talking that they are still investing, and few players are from India itself. That's a surprise to me. Like the people not are not investing in India, they are investing in Sri Lanka because they are getting support from government bodies. They are getting their customers, and even they are expensive in manufacturing costs. Still, good brands, reputed brands, or a premium brand wants to go there. This is how we also went there to explore the possibilities. And likewise, Bangladesh also. In even Bangladesh evolved so much into their manufacturing capabilities that India is not focused. We still try to find a comfort zone, or we go easy route. So this is what my take on this particular question of Asian. Uh, Anything specific, I can answer it that way.
That's great to know, Anil. That's actually a lot of input and something to really think about for the Indian companies. And people like you would be definitely required to kind of push, because there's always a buyer who has to push than what is required from the supplier.
Yeah.
So, and fortunately, you have sat on a seat where you can do that easily after looking at the supply chain thoroughly.
Yes.
So, from here, I'll go to Jay. So, Jay, you can unmute and we can talk.
Yes. Hello,
Yeah.
Kishanji.
So, Jay, while you are the largest stretch polyester fabric manufacturer of India broadly and having a sewing unit as well, but you heard what Anil said, that we are still not there and unable to attract the customers like Bliss Club and many others like Puma and Adidas. He says the expertise is limited. He says the resources are inflexible. He says we don't invest our time, energy, and efforts in adopting technology. We actually don't collaborate, which is somewhere true also. So, how do you plan that your large capacities are involved into this kind of thought process and we attract a better price business, the premium business? I'm not saying go to the Puma stores to make the basic jersey, no. I'm asking go to Nike, go to Adidas, go to Reebok, anybody. Do the business which has money, the way we call which is the moolah. So I would like to hear from you on Jay about what do you think about all this?
So, firstly, good morning, everyone. I'd like to firstly thank Ms. Vipula and Ms. Vandana for coordinating this session, and Tai and Kishanji for having me as a panelist over here. And I would like to tell Anilji, I've been following your brand for a while now. The journey is quite enviable, and I'm a huge fan of everything that you guys are doing there. Sir, so coming to my talk. Firstly, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Jay Shah from Mira Cotton and Synthetic Mills Private Limited. We are a vertically integrated textile manufacturing company, manufacturing polyester texturized yarn, knitted fabrics, and garments, specializing in activewear. Sir, so your question, I think, could be covered. I think it's a three-part question, which can be, which can be answered in just three words. That's maturity, focus, and constant innovation. Let me elaborate. So you said we are one of the largest stretch fabric manufacturing companies. Sir, while that may be, it's not just the scale that we take pride. If I have to put it in words, I would rather say that we are one of the matured manufacturers of polyester knit fabrics with a keen understanding and culture to handle spandex and sensitive qualities. Out of the 90 plus tons of fabric that we manufacture daily, 45 to 50 tons of fabric is spandex based, with a spandex content ranging from 6% to 27%, on an average 10 to 12% spandex. Tights and sports bras made in these fabrics with mild pitching is our core product. I believe, Anilji, that is one of your core categories. So probably that's where we can collaborate, and we could be a local source for you. I will definitely send you some qualities. Now, his concern again is that people are not investing in machinery, or there's no culture probably. Like, I would rather say, like the word that you put it, I would rather say there's no culture. Culture is missing. So, sir, for any industry to work, there are three M's we believe: machinery and material. What has been lacking over the years is the synchronization of these three M's. Some people may have culture and machinery, but they don't have access to good raw material. People may have good raw material, but they do not have uh, good machinery or culture. Anil ji, we are slowly getting there. I think so. You can now probably try developing these fabrics in India. So now to answer your second question, Kishanji, I would like to quote Bruce Lee. He once told that I do not fear a man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once. I would rather fear a man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. So earlier we used to do tens of products to just to feed our factory. Today we are doing almost 300 to 350,000 pieces monthly, only in three categories. Our focus is razor sharp. This way we are able to do the same categories for multiple buyers. This just does not make us cost viable for any kind of MOQs, big or small. This helps us to have an edge in terms of the understanding of the product. Today we are able to guide most of our customers in terms of product construction, product functionality, is what works, what does not. Sir, you also talked about patents, I believe. So I don't think there's much to do in terms of patenting in gauge fabrics. It could probably be done in processes or yarn level, but we're constantly trying to innovate. We're constantly investing in new technology. We're constantly developing new qualities. There are certain qualities that we've developed over the years that other manufacturers takes 2 to 3 years just to get the product right. So again, to summarize your question in three words, it would be product maturity, focus, and constant innovation.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the insight. Although I would still like to push you and tell you that yes, few things that Anil mentioned are still missing in India, and I would say also with Mira Cotton is collaboration with international people and not reinvent the wheel ourselves by
Yes.
investing something that we might not be perfect as of now.
Okay.
It's always good to gain perfection from somebody who's done it.
Definitely. Sir,
So
my
that would, I would say, something that we can take even Anil's help and more people
yes,
to
sir,
do that together.
myself, my technical team, for pre-COVID, we used to always travel to countries like China to understand their technology, understand the products that they're doing, which we've been missing for the last 2 3 years, which we would definitely like to start again.
Sure, great. So fortunately, we have Mr. Harit Mehta also joined in from Harin Textiles. So I'll just give a quick introduction. He's the member of the board of directors for Harin Textiles, having an operation